Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 review. And it's going to be a little bit different though. This is not a before and after review because I've already seen this movie. I went and saw it opening weekend with a couple of my best friends. And at the end of the movie, was sitting there, the credits are rolling, and we're all going, okay, what's your score, what's your score? And I gave it a 7.3, which honestly, I actually thought was a little high. And then both of my friends started go, oh no, this is in the 8s, this is definitely in the 8s. Well, a week later, if you pull this up on IMDb, the people have spoken. They have given this an 8.3 out of 10. So many people I've seen on Facebook posting saying how much they've loved this movie. So I just must have missed something around the first time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked the movie, but there were a lot of things I wasn't a big fan of. But you know what? This is not a movie that needs to be critiqued like a film critic because it's a superhero movie. So I'm going to go into this, all the great things like the soundtrack and all of those CGI animals, Rocket Raccoon especially. I'm going to focus on all the positives, go in, have a good time, and we'll see if the score changes or not. All right, I'll see you on the other side.
Someday, I'm gonna make great machines that fly. And me and my friends are gonna go flying together into the forever and beautiful sky. Lila, and Teefs, and Flora, and me. Rocket.
Rocket. It really is good to have friends.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, so I am out of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Look, I don't want to say I was wrong about the movie because if play back the tape, I said I gave it a 7.3 but I like the movie. It's a good movie. This is such a good movie. I am wrong though. This movie, I'm just going to get it out in the open now. This movie is an 8.2. Boom, put it right there. There it is. This is... So I think there was a couple things I realized going into this movie the second time of why maybe I didn't like it as much the first time. And for starters, the villain in this movie is a full-blown sci-fi mad scientist. And the actor plays it as such. I mean, the first time watching this movie, it felt like that performance was way over the top. And look, it's probably not going to win any Oscars or anything, but that's what this movie needed. This is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. All of these movies have been over the top so far, so you might as well have the last one be a super evil, sci-fi, mad scientist supervillain. And, I actually give the actor huge props because it must not have been an easy character to play, and the second time watching it, it works out so well. But just as a whole, though, this is such a fun movie, and rewatching it again, it'll let me experience the fun times. The negatives still exist. It's still a 2.5 hour long movie, which it's for a superhero movie, it's a commitment. And at least my experience, the second time in the theater, I felt those 2.5 hours. But, it's the last Guardians of the Galaxy. You want a couple extra scenes with them, right? You want to, experience this ensemble for the last time. So, all in all, like I said, 8.2 for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I saw it in 3D, by the way. In 3D, it was incredible. It was actually, even so much better. That's probably also why the score jumped a little bit, because 3D was awesome. Just a quick example, the first scene, it takes place in a cage. When you were watching it the first time, it was like a camera in the cage. But with 3D, it was like the cage was in your face. It was like you were in the cage. So if you're going to go see this movie, you should go see it in 3D because that was really cool. But that is my first official rewatch review, and it's a great movie, and I'm glad I rewatched it. Thank you. Have a good one.